Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother, Sean Ali, Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali, coming at you live. And I do thank you for tuning in with your brother and giving me some of your valuable time. And I pray, as always, that this message is received in the spirit that I intend to deliver it, which is as your brother, which is in the spirit of love, which is in the spirit of God. And I want to briefly talk about some of my book, my new book. It's a groundbreaking and exciting book, The Science of Thought and the Art of Thinking. Understanding how to turn up, because this is a weekend and we talk about turning up. This is understanding how to turn up and elevate from the frequency of death and allow yourself to successfully enjoy abundant life. Man, and it's as easy. It's as easy as changing your mind. In 1992, a man by the name of Bruce Taino, Taino, he developed the first frequency monitor. And this means that he developed a device that could measure our energy frequency, similar to an X-ray or a CAT scan or any MRI. But this device could measure our energy frequency. And in this, he was able, because with all of this, the tests and studies, he was able to map out from life to death in energy frequency. So with this science, we take this science and I examine this science, and the basis of it is the catalyst for the direction of our energy, whether it is positive or negative, strong or weak, is based on our thought. So in the science of thought, in the art of thinking, if we can understand that for every thought, for every word, there is a corresponding energy frequency, and that depending on the frequency of that thought or word, that's what we change ourselves into. Now, they have two main ways that they measure the frequency of your body. The one is hertz. Hertz is it is measuring your energy in 1 cycle per second. Then you have megahertz. Bruce Taino, he developed a device that measures our energy in megahertz. Megahertz is 1 million cycles per second. It's 1 million hertz versus 1 cycle per second of a hertz. So under Bruce Taino's system, a healthy body ranges in the vicinity of between 62 and 72 megahertz. On the hertz scale, this would equal out to be 528 hertz. Now, he also took a look at and measured people that were sick. Cold, this is considered the cold and flu season. In order for you to experience and suffer a cold or a flu, your energy level has to decrease between 57 and 60 megahertz. And if your energy level decreases that low, then you will experience what you call a cold or a flu. The average disease sets in at approximately 58 megahertz, and the door is open for the average disease. Cancer, a human body, has been measured to become receptive to cancer at 42 megahertz. This means that from the 62 to 70 megahertz that a healthy body is considered to be, we have to have a decrease in energy up to 20 degree separation at 42 megahertz. A person has to have their energy level decrease to that amount to experience what they call cancer. Now remember, everything is atoms. We're atoms, everything is energy. So you cannot destroy energy. You cannot kill it or create it. You can only transfer it and transform it. All energy comes from God. That's why you can't create it, destroy it. You can only transfer it or transform it. So when we looking at when God puts us into life, into motion while we are in the womb, when that life starts, that's your energy level. God gives us an energy level. Now, when we come out from our thinking to our eating, to our drinking, to our activities, these all can significantly decrease our energy level. So you see people that drink a lot of beverages that aren't water, that eat a lot of foods that aren't considered human foods or are manufactured and processed foods. They take a lot of manufactured and processed medicine, and they continuously get sick. Chronic diseases, chronic illnesses, because their energy level is decreasing. Now, this same monitor, it says that death of the human body begins at 25 megahertz. Now listen to me. We understand that a healthy body is considered to be between 62 and 72 megahertz. Death for your body sets in at 25 megahertz. This means that if you can know and monitor and understand and manage your energy, that means that you can manage and control and understand your death, and you can remove your death from your immediate future. You can remove your death from your horizons, and then only thing that's in front of you is abundant life. Your abundant life, not nobody else's, because this trip is yours and yours alone. What you do with it, how you do it, can and will only affect you. If you do not take the very small measures to protect your life, to maintain your life, to be healthy, then you will soon lose your life. But it's all up to you. Unless you are born with a condition or an illness or a disease, then it's up to you. So we know that everything is energy. The food that you eat, it has a specific energy associated with it. It's either positive or negative, high or low. And what you eat, it will create that ripple effect in you, and it will chart and change your energy level to that frequency. The same with your thoughts. See, your thoughts will be the catalyst for the direction of your energy, whether it's high or low, whether it's positive or negative. It'll be up to you, and however you think, that's where your energy will go. If you think light, if you continuously and consistently control your thoughts, control your emotions, understand and control your thinking, then you can think into existence your health. You can think into existence your power. You can think into existence your successful enjoyment of abundant life. It's that easy. The science of thought and the art of thinking, understanding how to turn up, and elevate from the frequency of death and successfully enjoy abundant life. And now that we understand that in 92, like I said, in 92, Bruce Tanio developed the first machine that could monitor the human energy frequency. And in that frequency, he measured it in megahertz, 1 million cycles per second. And in that, the healthy body is considered to be between 62 and 72 megahertz. That's your energy level. At 57 to 60, what you will experience is known as colds and flus. So during this time of year, where there is less sunlight hours, where we don't go outside enough to absorb the energy from the sun, this is the main time that people experience a decrease in energy. They become pale. They gain weight. They will say, I'm tired. They become sluggish. See, this is the main time that the energy frequency is disrupted, because the number one source of our physical energy comes from the sun. That's what gives everything life. So when we don't have the opportunity to get as much sun like it does in the wintertime, then our megahertz, our energy frequency decreases. So you see people experiencing colds. You see people experiencing flus, upper respiratory infections. The average disease sets in at 58 megahertz. The borderline for being healthy is 62. So it doesn't take a lot for you to open the door for disease, just like it doesn't take a lot for you to open the door to abundant life. But the choice is yours. It is only yours. Only you can make it. And depending on what choice you make, that's what your life will be. You will either suffer diseases, illnesses, sicknesses, and premature death, or you will successfully enjoy abundant life. Remember, death is a frequency. Death is not motionless. Death is the act of decaying. Decaying is motion. It's negative motion, but it's motion. That's energy. Anything that's in motion is energy. So death is a state of energy. It's not being motionless. No. Because when you go look at a dead body, it's not the same to tomorrow as it is today. It will be changing. So death sets in at 25 megahertz. So if we understand the frequencies of life, cancer, you become receptive to cancer at 42 megahertz. So if we understand the frequencies of life, that means we can control our life. That means the ability to live or the ability to die is literally in your hand. It's literally right here in your mind. Because as a man thinketh, so will he be. So your thoughts will be the catalyst. What you think, it will cause you to eat. It will cause you to go get your favorite sugar. See, if we don't know how to control our emotions and our thoughts, then we will be easily controllable and easily led by our instincts and by our desires and by our wants. And these are all causes for a decrease in energy. So when we can understand how easy it is, the science of thought and the art of thinking, man, how you can turn up. I mean, when I say turn up, I'm not talking about with no alcohol, no weed, no none of that, no music. It's yourself. You using your own thoughts to elevate your own energy. Man, that is powerful. That's your life, or it will be your death. But as your brother, it is in studying this science, I had to put it together in a form so we can have, because nobody is teaching us this. They are not teaching us how to control our thought. So especially us melanated black people, we are, man, some emotional people. They already classified the black woman as the angry black woman. Like that's a syndrome. See, in the black man, I mean, we just as emotional as the woman. So when you look, it's a lot of the negative energy, and we are sick. We are physically sick. We lead in all of the negative health categories. We almost are leading in the causes of death. So this is just a brief message. I appreciate everybody tuning in. The science of thought and the art of thinking. Man, this book is a groundbreaking, exciting, powerful book that it teaches you the science of your thought, the science of emotions, the science of thinking. So when we go to develop our cognitive skills and abilities, we know how to create. So when somebody says, hey, what's on your mind? You won't say nothing. If somebody say, hey, what you doing tomorrow? You won't say, I don't know. You will have a plan developed and ready to execute. See, this is how you control your energy and your life, your healing. Not only will you heal yourself, but once you heal yourself, you will become healthy. Once you become healthy, you will become powerful. Once you will become powerful, then you will have the ability to successfully enjoy your abundant life. I'm your brother, man, understanding life frequencies, understanding that you are energy. You are energy. You are the energy of God. If you can tap into your energy, man, you open up the door to get any and everything that you can think of. And I mean any and everything that you can think of. Why wouldn't you want that? Don't you want your natural ability, your natural power? That's your natural promise from God. I just found the way that can help us to obtain that can help us to claim. And once we claim this God-given power, then we can effectively use it. You won't be stuck. You won't be mad. You won't be sad. You won't be depressed. You won't be in debt. You won't be impoverished. You won't be a victim. You will be powerful. You will be healthy. You will be strong. You will be youthful and vibrant and full of life with nothing but your abundant life in your future. Man, not mine, not your children's, not your parents, not your spouse, not your significant other, not your friends. No, we talking about your life. Grab it, claim it. It's as easy as changing your mind. Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. So just make the science of thought and the art of thinking. Man, it is available now. You can find it at my website, www.SeanAliWellnessProgram.com. It's available on Amazon.com. As a matter of fact, Amazon is running a sale right now. So I just see they got a sale on it, I guess, for their holidays, but they have a sale on the book. So you can go grab that right now and you can help yourself to open your mind and help yourself to heal yourself, because they have a lot of ailments that they say they don't have. They will tell you they don't have cures or solutions for, but that doesn't mean that you can't cure or solve your own problem. It starts right here. All you have to do is know and believe that you can, and that turns up your frequency. As soon as you know, as soon as you accept, as soon as you believe, and as soon as you claim your power and your ability, that automatically turns up your megahertz, your energy frequency. See, you already started the process of healing and being healthy and being powerful. And now we just practice the theft. We just practice the art of thinking. So we can master our thinking, so we can master our mind, so we can master our body, and then we master our death and our life. Man, woo! So I like to say, I thank everybody for tuning in and giving me some of your valuable time. I'm your brother, Sean Ali, and here at Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali. And I thank you for tuning in and understand that the oneness is on you. It's up to you. If you, 9 times out of 10, we are the cause of our own sickness. That one time is if you're born with a particular ailment or disease or condition. But if you're not, then not the other 9 out of 10 times, we are the cause of our disease and sickness. So we know that all of these diseases and sicknesses, they operate on a specific frequency. And we know that our thought, our food, our drinking, your activity, whether you are leading a sedentary or active lifestyle, they all cause either your energy to maintain, elevate, or decrease. And a healthy body is registered to be between 62 and 72 megahertz or 520 hertz. And we know that death begins at 25 megahertz. So that means that once you understand how your energy is manifested, you know what causes the increase in maintenance of your energy, then you can keep your energy at the level of abundant life. See, you raise and you listen to me, you remove your own death. Death is a frequency that begins at 25 megahertz. That means if you keep your energy above that, then you eliminate your own death. And you will only die when your energy decreases beyond at that 25 megahertz. That's your power, man. That's your gift of life. God gave you that. You got to claim. You listen, man. You have to claim that, because if you don't, that's why we die. That's why we die. It's a science. It's not even guesswork. Everything is energy. When you are suffering with a particular ailment, disease, your body, and they can measure your energy level. So they know what is the energy level that's required for death. So once we know this, we just keep it up and you eliminate your death. And then the only thing that's in front of you, the only thing on your horizon is your life. The sky is not the limit, death is the limit. And death comes in at 25 megahertz. So you can avoid, don't let nobody tell you that you have to die for. So listen, The Science of Thought, The Art of Thinking. This is an explosive, exciting, groundbreaking book. It's constructed specifically for us. Those that are especially the descendants of slaves that have been brainwashed, miseducated, robbed, stole of our identity, of our natural way of thinking, so we can understand and claim our brain and our mind, our thoughts and our thinking again. Man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in and bringing your energy to the cipher. I leave you as I came. Listen, this is the perfect time. It's time to go get a good night's rest. This is the perfect time for you to practice the science of thought and the art of thinking. Listen to me. So before you go to rest, before you go to lay your body down to rest, produce a thought, a high thought about yourself. Produce thoughts of love of yourself. Produce thoughts of healing yourself. Produce thoughts of your abundant life. Produce thoughts of you 300 years from now. And once you produce these thoughts, practice the art of thinking and creating scenarios, realistic scenarios of you and these thoughts. So if you produce a thought of love, of the love of yourself, then produce the creation of thinking where you are showing love. See, picture yourself showing love to yourself. See, if you want to produce the thought of healing, then picture yourself healing yourself. See, if you want to produce the thought of power, now practice the art of thinking and create that realistic situation where you are powerful. Produce that thought of you 300 years from now, and then practice the art of thinking and look at yourself and create a scenario where you in your house cooking your meal with your great grandchildren, with your wife, looking at your garden. Picture what you're wearing. Picture how youthful you look. See, picture this, the science of thought and the art of thinking. If you don't produce the thought and thinking about your life, who will? Who will do that for you? God gave us the brain so we can do it. So who is going to do it for you? If you don't produce the thought and thinking of your healing, how will you be healed? Is this why you suffer chronic diseases? Is this why the doctor says, I don't know, here's a prescription? If you don't produce the thought and practice the art of thinking of your power, how will you become powerful? Don't render yourself powerless by not claiming your power. How do you claim your power? Produce the thought of power and then create that scenario by practicing the art of thinking of you being powerful, of you exercising your power. Man, woo! See? Man, look, I love you. So as you ready to go down to rest, produce these thoughts. Practice the science of thought and the art of thinking about yourself. So now when you go and you enter that deep sleep, your body will begin to register and break down and incorporate your thoughts into yourself. So as your body is going to restore and rejuvenate and repair, it is repairing it under the focused thought, the focused energy that you created. So when you arise, you will arise into your thought. You will be in the process of healing. You will be in the process of being healthy. You will be in the process of being powerful. You will be in the process of being the God that you are. Claim that. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to claim what's yours? Man, woo, God is great, man. So listen, I thank you for tuning in, man. You know, it's just an honor and a privilege for like I say, to come before you and for you to give me some of your time, and especially when we coming in high-powered science of brother and sister love, unity, power, and of God, man. You can't buy that feeling. You can't buy and replicate the endorphins that's produced inside of you from building on God. See, so I get just as much as I give, because as I'm saying the words, I'm creating that environment in myself. See, I'm reinforcing this in myself because my thoughts and my words change my frequency. So when you see me getting hyped, it's not that I'm emotional. No, my energy, I'm turned up, man. Listen to me. When I say understanding how to turn up, when I say how to understand how to turn up and elevate yourself from the frequency of death. Death is quiet. Man, when you deaf, you like this. Decaying. When you alive, your atoms are rotating. And you can't, man. Turn up. Turn yourself up, man. So look, let me let y'all rest because I could go on all night talk about this because like I said, it's me practicing on myself just as well. So every word that I speak, my vocal cords are creating that vibration and that energy in myself. Every word that I speak, my pituitary gland is causing my endocrine system to secrete the corresponding hormone. So the more high-powered, high energy, scientific life words that I use, I'm creating that in myself. And if you allow it to hit your eardrum, it will hit you. It's going right to your brain and it should get you turned up. Let's get turned up for ourselves, man. For yourself, for your health, for your life, for your power, for your God. Get it, let's get it. So look, practice the science of thought and the art of thinking before you put yourself to rest. And put yourself to rest instead of falling asleep. Don't allow yourself to fall asleep because then you're going to fall asleep without purpose, without focus. So you won't get the full benefits of the act of rest. So if you put yourself to sleep and you go to rest with a determined, focused idea, then your body will go to work while you are in rest and it will create you into that idea. And when you arise, you will arise determined, focused, powerful, healthy, energized. You won't have none of that, that grogginess. No, you will wake up ready. The science of thought, the art of thinking. Available now. I'm telling you, get this book, get your copy, and start to be healthy and alive today. So I leave you as a king, the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Hotel. Black power. Power to the people. I love you, family. Please get yourself a great night's rest. Go ahead and get that deep sleep, that rapid eye movement, them human growth hormones, and arise. Powerful, strong, beautiful, healthy, like the God that you are. I'm your brother. Peace, family.